Earlier this year, the world watched the aftermath of a brutal attack against French journalists. Charlie Hebdo employees were gunned down in their offices in Paris by a terrorist attack, putting workplace security on people's minds. FBI research shows that active shooter incidents are becoming more frequent in the U.S. Most agree living in fear is no way to live.
But do you know what to do to survive an active shooter incident? We got answers from a security expert. Here's CBS 13's Steve Large.
Maybe you think about it happening to you, maybe you don't. Violence in the workplace. If an active shooter storms your office, do you know what to do?
The bad guy has already made up their mind. Every second you wait trying to figure out what's happening puts you in more danger.
Hector Alvarez has worked in security and law enforcement for 25 years.
Information of a possible shooting at the high school, the cafeteria.
He says it's very unlikely you'll ever be in an active shooter situation, but it's better to prepare for it than fear it.
It's very important to not be afraid. If I'm afraid of everything, I'm going to miss that one thing that's important. Go over to that window, figure out if there's anything going out there.
He teaches a program about surviving active violence. The strategy is M.O.V.E. It has a literal meaning and is an acronym as well. The M stands for mindset. You need to form one.
That mindset that you want to go home is the biggest distinguishing difference between possibly being involved in a situation and avoiding it altogether.
The O in M.O.V.E. is for orientation, knowing where the violence is taking place.
Shots heard out there. We know it's over there. We can't get out that door. What can we do to protect ourselves in this room?
The V stands for volume, putting as much time, distance, and material between you and the bad guy. If you can't safely escape the violence, you might have to shelter in place.
Let's move tables. Let's see what happens. Let's lock that door down so the bad guy can't get in. Literally right now.
This part of the training usually surprises people when Alvarez asks participants to create a barricade. A messy stack of furniture might not prevent the bad guy from getting in, but it will buy you time and make things harder for him.
Now they got to climb over a whole bunch of crap to get to you.
Alvarez teaches another strategy of locking a door down by looping or knotting a belt around the doorknob.
We'll play tug of war all day long.
He recommends covering windows to hallways if you're locked in a room.
Out of sight is almost as good as being out of the building.
Finally, the E in M.O.V.E. stands for engage. As a last resort, you may have to defend yourself.
We're going to fight with everything we had and make sure that person coming through the door knows that we want to go home.
Alvarez says if you're with others, it must be a team effort. Things like fire extinguishers make great weapons.
I want them to have a hail of stuff thrown at them and keep going. You go high, I go low.
Mortgage banker Kevin Fritz went through Alvarez's training with his partner realtors.
Do I feel more confident? Yeah.
He says the M.O.V.E. program is meant to avoid violence anywhere, not just at the office.
You get a lot more confidence because you think, hey, at the very least, I have a good shot of getting out of a situation just because I'm going to take action.
I don't think I had a sense of caution before.
Real estate agent Morgan Larson uses the M.O.V.E. training in her office setting and when showing private homes. Following the kidnapping of a local agent in Elk Grove and the murder of another in Arkansas, she says it's changed the way she works.
And when I'm at the location, I'm very just careful about, you know, am I following this person or are they following me? How can I get out?
Alvarez says people remember bits and pieces of his training. At the very least, he hopes they remember what it's called.
If something bad happens, you don't have to remember my name, the program. I just want you to hear in your head over and over, you've got to move.
Hector Alvarez says his training is not just for the workplace. Those skills can be used whether you're in a school, at a mall, or even out running.